Fulham, even money favorites against Southampton. They're at home. Southampton's bottom of the table, but Saints plus 260, draw plus 260. I think this is absolutely a spot to back Nathan Jones and Southampton. BJ, what are your thoughts?
Yeah, I mean, Southampton over the second half of the season is going to be the biggest positive regression candidate pretty much in the Premier League. I mean, they did not have a good showing against Brighton. They lost 3-1. But they did what Nathan Jones loves to do. He concedes a ton of possession, likes to be very direct. They did end up winning the expected goals battle, but I'm hitting the brakes on that because, they created 1.9. Well, 1.45 of it was the penalty that was missed and then the rebound shot. So, but again, they held Brighton to 0.6 expected goals, which is very impressive. Now, Southampton, all of that positive regression they're hopefully going to get over the second half season is going to have to come defensively because they're right now 28 goals allowed off of 20.8 expected. In their last 6 matches, they've allowed 10 goals off of 6.3 expected. And the main problem, it's the goalkeeper. It's Banazu. I mean, he has a minus 0.52 post-shot XG plus minus per match, which I looked. If he keeps that up over the second half of the season, that would be by far the worst post-shot XG plus minus in Premier League history since they started tracking it in 2016. So the point is he cannot continue to be this bad, or maybe he will, and we'll just continue losing money. But Fulham is absolutely overvalued in the spot. Yeah, they beat Palace 3-0. Palace was down 2 men for 65 minutes of that match. And let's not forget, I mean, Fulham's still the worst defense in the Premier League. Like, they're allowing over 1.6 non-penalty expected goals per match. They've allowed 31 big scoring chances. But the thing is, stylistically, these are going to be 2 of the more direct teams in the Premier League. So I'll be very interested to see who controls more possession, who's able to be more threatening on the counter. But yeah, this is a perfect spot here for Southampton. Good buy low on them and a sell high on Fulham. So I like Southampton plus half a goal at minus 120.
Yeah, I'll be playing the money line here on Southampton. It's just that Fulham's coming off a big win against Crystal Palace, a win where basically they played against 9 players and a very uninterested Palace side. So I think that we're seeing a little bit of inflation here. Pretty simple on the Cottagers. And I mean, what better time to buy on Saints than now with them at the bottom of the table and not getting a new manager bounce in Nathan Jones's debut. Anthony.
Yeah, I agree. I'll make it 3 for 3. We'll all ride the Saints. When the Saints go marching in, they're the better team in my power ratings, even though they're sitting in 20th. Same thing we said last week with Wolves. Wolves, despite being in 20th, they're actually better than I thought they'd be this season. I won't say Saints are better than I thought they would be this season, but I'd say they're better than the market and the current table would indicate. They are not by at all the worst team in the league. And Fulham sitting in 8th. I mean, it is a unreal run by Mitrovic. Mitrovic is actually 3rd in the league in XG per 90 right now, behind only Erling Haaland and Darwin Nunez. So that just shows you how good Mitro's been. And both teams do have advantages here in crossing. Neither team stops crosses. Both teams get a lot of chances from crossing. So there is a path to both teams scoring in this matchup. But really, I just think this is classic sell high, buy low with Fulham and Southampton at complete ends of the table where they shouldn't be necessarily. Both teams should probably be right around 15th. And you've got Saints sitting down in 20th and Fulham sitting up in 8th. And it's really not representative of where they really have played to be or should be right now. So I'll take the Saints plus a half and we ride.